Okay, reviewer for GenMat. So first we have here the domain and range. So pag sinabi nating domain, so that is our x values, input, and first element. Pag sinabi namang range, that is the y values, output, or the second element. So yun lang yung mga kailangan yung tandaan when in terms of the domain and range. So next one is, ayan, so relation and function. So kapag naman po sinabi nating relation, ayan, so values ng x, that has a corresponding value of y. So, dapat meron siyang corresponding value sa y. Yun lang. So, basta connected si x at saka si y, so they have a relation. Next one, yung kay function naman. So, ito yung no same element. Okay? No same first element. Okay? So, ibig sabihin lang is, hindi daw nauulit yung value ng ating x. Kasi yung first element natin, yun yung ating x. Next one, ayan. So, describe for representation of relation. Yung for representation ng relation natin, yun yung mga ordered pairs. Ayan, ordered pairs. Ayan, so, next one is the equation. Ayan, ordered pairs, yung mga ano yan, di ba? So, we have 0, 1, or 0, 2. Ayan, so, ganyan yung mga ordered pairs. Pagka equation naman, so, y is equal to 3x plus 5. Ayan, so, that is an example of equation. Next, diagram mapping. Pag sinabi nating diagram mapping, ayan, so ang ginagawa lang dyan is yung merong dalawang set of values, which is sa domain natin at saka sa x. So, may mga value doon, tapos merong mga connection. Okay, so yan po yung diagram mapping. The last one yung ating graph. Okay, pag sinabi natin graph, para naman matest natin siya, na siya ay kung siya ba ay function or hindi, so we are using the vertical line test. Okay, vertical line test. Okay, so yan lang yung ginagamit natin para malaman natin kung yung graph natin ay function or hindi. Okay, next one, ayan. So, illustrate and give an example of 4 kinds of relation. So, yung sasabi niyang 4 kinds of relation, yung one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, tapos, many-to-many. Pag sinabi natin one-to-one, ayan. So, yung isa ay para lamang sa isa. Kunyari, we have 1, 2, 1, 2. So, x, y. So, one-to-one. Okay, isa ay para lamang sa isa. Next one is one-to-many. Pag sinabi namang one-to-many, ayan, isang value kay domain, tapos possible na maraming value kay y. For example, we have x and y dun sa left side sa ating domain. Then, z and w sa ating range. So, for example, kung connect si x dun kay z at saka kay w, dagdagan pa natin. Ginawa ko tong ano. Okay, so basta merong 1, kaya siya tinawag na one-to-many. Merong isa doon kay domain na ang kinokonektahan niya is dalawang 2 or more values of y. Okay, so pagka ganyan lang yung nakita niyo, that is a one-to-many. The other one is the many-to-one. Ayan, so pagka sinabi naman nating many-to-one, so kabaliktaran lang yon ng ating domain at saka range. So, for example, ang value natin kay domain 1 at saka 2. Tapos kay range meron tayong 3. Okay, so kaya siya tinawag na many-to-one, na una yung many bago yung 1. So, many daw doon kay domain, tapos 1 naman siya doon kay range. Okay, so kahit dagdagan ko yan ng 3 dito, tapos 4 yun doon sa kabila. Okay, this is many-to-one pa rin. Okay, many-to-one siya kasi many yung kay domain, tapos nakakonect siya sa isang y. Okay, that is many-to-one. Next, many-to-many naman. Ayan, so many-to-many, ibig sabihin lang po nun is, meron kang dalawang klase ng kinds of relation, which is pinapakita si one-to-many at saka si many-to-one. Okay, so meron ka ng one-to-many, meron ka pang many-to-one sa isang diagram, so that is a many-to-many. So for example, this is our x and y. So for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Kabila rin, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan, so si 1 nakakonect siya dun kay 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, si 2 kay 2, si 3 kay 3, si 4 kay 4. Tapos meron pa sa kabila, si 2 nakakonect siya kay 3, tsaka kay 4. O, 'di ba meron na tayong 1 to many. Ito, which is 1, nakakonect siya kay 2, 1, 2, 3. Tapos meron pa tayong many to 1, which is si 2, nakakonect siya kay 1, nakakonect siya kay 2, kay 3, kay 4. Many to 1, tapos 1 to many. Okay, yun po yung representation of our relation. 4 kinds of relation. Now, identify what kind of relation shown in the given. So, this one is a many to 1. Okay? So, many, for example, ito, we have this one, and this one. Nakakonect siya dito sa isang dot na to. Okay, ganun din naman to. At saka yung sa baba, nakakonect naman siya dito sa isa lang doon sa may y natin. So, this one is a many to 1. Ayan. So, the other one, ayan, identify what kind of relation shown in the given. So, we have x, tapos, meron siyang value ng x and y. So, pagka ganyan, ginagraph natin yan para mas madali natin siyang makita. Okay, so this will be the values of x. The other one is the values of y. So, yung x natin, meron tayong, pag nag-graph tayo, isa-isa lang natin ginagala. So, meron tayong x na 1, ang kapartner niya, y is 2. So, we have 1, tapos 2 kay y. Next, 2 kay x, 2 naman kay y. So, connect muna natin pala yung kanina. Then, 2 kay x, wala tayong 2 kay x, tapos 2 kay y. So, since meron na tayong 2 kay y doon, so, doon na lang natin siya i-connect. Okay, ganyan yung magiging itsura. Next one, we have 3 and 3. So, 3 kay x, so dapat tayong 3 kay x. So, lagay tayo ng 3 kay y. Tapos, connect natin sila. Next, we have 5 and 4. So, 5 kay x, 4 kay y. So, si 5, connect natin siya doon kay 4. Then, last one, we have 5 and 5. So, as you can see, kay x, meron na tayo 5 doon. So, hindi na tayo maglalagay. Dito na lang tayo kay y. Lalagay tayo ng 5. Okay, then, connect natin si 5 at saka si 5. Okay, so, anong klase ng diagram yan? So, this one is many to many. Okay, so, many to many siya in terms of many tayo kay x papunta sa isang y. So, this one is 1 to many. Many to 1. Then, the other one, 1 tayo kay x, tapos many tayo kay y. So, dalawa na yung nakita natin na combination ng 1 to many at saka many to 1. So, kaya sila tinawag na many to many. Okay, so sabi nga sa inyo, tinatawag natin yun na many to many kapag combination siya ng 1 to many at saka many to 1. Next one. Ayan, so ito very basic. Ayan, pagka ordered pairs, ayan, para malaman agad kung anong klase siya ng relation. So, tignan nyo lang yung mga values ng x at saka ng y dyan. So, ito yung ating x. We have 0, 10, 20, at saka 30. Tapos yung kay y naman, 0, negative 10, negative 20, negative 30. Okay, walang naulit na value ni x at wala ring naulit na value ni y. So, ibig sabihin ito ay 1 to 1. Okay, kapag walang nauulit na value ng x at saka wala ring nauulit sa value ni y, that is a 1 to 1. Okay, so, pwede nyo rin siyang i-graph. Okay, so, we have first pair, we have 0 and 0, 0 and 0, connect. Okay, next, 10 and negative 10, 10 and negative 10, connect. The other one, 20 and negative 20, connect. Last one, we have 30 and negative 30, and connect. So, as you can see, that is a 1 to 1. Okay, next. Yan, give the process or steps in evaluating of a function. So, kapag nag-evaluate lang naman tayo, ano ba yung una natin ginagawa doon? All we need to do is to substitute the value of x dun sa given function then we solve. Okay, yun lang naman yun. Yun lang yung process steps in solving of evaluating a function. So first, you need to substitute, then next one is GEMDAS para ma-solve natin siya. Okay, so let's have here evaluate a given function f of x is equal to 5x squared plus 6 where find f of negative 5. So, solve natin siya. So, we have this one. We have f of 5 pala yan. F of negative 5 is equal to, kunin natin muna yung given. We have 5x squared plus 6. Okay, so, di ba nga sabi natin kanina, yung pag-evaluate ng function, all you need to do is to substitute the value of negative 5 dun sa x. Kasi yun yung ating first step. So, magiging 5 times negative 5 squared plus 6. Okay? So, that is equal to 5. Yung negative 5 squared natin, negative 5 times negative 5, that is equal to positive 25. 10 plus 6. Next, so we have 5 times 25, that is equal to 125. 10 plus 6, and that is equal to 131. So our f of negative 5, that is equal to 131. Okay, yun lang yun. Another example, we have 2x cubed plus 3x squared plus 6. So find f of negative 2. Ayan, so kayo na mag-solve nyan. Ayan, tapos try nyo na lang siyang isolve. Tapos dapat ang lalabas na sagot dyan ay 2. Kaya na mag-try. Next. Ayan. So, identify the operation needed in the given situation. So, pagka ganun lang yung tatanong, identify mo lang ang klase mga operation nandyan. So, this one, ayan, addition yan. Siyempre, may addition dun, addition sign. So, that is addition. The other one, subtraction. The other one, pagka-asterisk yan, that is multiplication. Ayan. Tapos, this one, pagka may ganyan fraction, that is division. Ito yung pinaka-importante sa lahat. Kapag kabilog yung nasa gitna. Tapos, unshaded circle siya. So, that is a composition. Ayan, composition. Okay? Ayan, medyo binibilisan ko siya guys kasi yan, para mabilis. Okay, give the process and steps of operation needed in a given situation. So, kapag ka addition, tandaan nyo lang is combined like terms yan. So, wala kang dapat baguhin. Okay? Tandaan nyo lang na pwede lang tayo mag-add ng mga variables kapag parehas lang yung kanilang mga exponent. Kay difference naman or kay subtraction, tandaan niyo yung pinaka first step natin dyan is to change the sign of the second function. Second function yung pinapalitan ng sign. So, yung mga positive doon, magiging negative. Yung mga negative, magiging positive. Then, proceed to addition. So, tandaan niyo pagka addition, ulit-ulit tayo na pwede lang tayo mag-add or mag-subtract kapag kaparehas yung kanilang mga exponent. Next one, f times g of x, distribution method lang yan. So, paisa-isa dapat siya dinidistribute. Next, f over g of x, that is the division. Ang goal lang natin kay division is makahanap ng ating mga factors. Okay, factors muna natin yung mga pwede pang ma-factors sa numerator and denominator. Tapos, ang goal lang kasi natin doon is makapag-cancel tayo para mapalit natin yung given function. Then last one, yung composition of functions. Ang ginagawa lang po dito is yung first function natin, siya yung magiging base. Yung second function naman, siya yung magiging composite. Okay, so yung function ng f natin, yung base natin, kinocomposite niya yung ating f. Okay, so lahat ng x natin dito sa ating first function, mapapalitan siya ng value ni g of x. So yun po yung process natin in terms of operation on function. So, given the function below, solve for the following. Okay, so we have here f of x is equal to, ayan, so ang pinapasolve dyan is f plus g of x. So, gilid ko lang. Okay, so we have f plus g of x. Okay, so first function natin, si f, so we have 3x 3x squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay, then the other one, g of x, i-add lang natin siya. So sabi ko nga sa inyo, pagka nag-add lang tayo, make sure nyo lang na itapat nyo yung mga magkakaparehas yung variable at saka yung kanilang mga exponent. So we have here 6x squared. May x squared na tayo dun, so tapat lang natin siya dun sa baba. So magiging, 6x squared. 6x squared. Addition tayo. Next, minus 4x. Then, minus 2. Okay, so add. So, yung magkaparehas lang yung variable at saka exponent yung pwede nating ipag-add or subtract. So, 3x squared plus 6x squared, that is equal to 9x squared. Negative 4x plus negative 4x, parehas negative, kaya pwede natin ipag-add yung number. Then, remain tayo sa negative, so that is equal to negative 8x. 3 plus negative 2, that is equal to positive 1. So, magkaiba yung sign nila, kaya po sinubtract yung number. So, this will be our f plus g of x. Okay, next, ang sabi doon, yung subtraction naman. Okay, so subtraction, tandaan yung step natin kay subtraction is, ang gagawin lang daw is, palitan yung sign ng ating second function. Okay, so nauna si g, so yun yung first function natin, so wala pa tayong papalitan doon. So magiging g minus f of x equal, ano yung g natin? This one, we have 6x squared minus 4x minus 2. Okay? So, minus kay f. Okay? So, ito yung f natin. So, ang gagawin lang daw natin, palitan natin yung sign ng ating second function. So, lahat ng mga positive dyan magiging negative. Lahat ng negative magiging positive. So, first we have this one, 3x squared. So, magiging negative 3x squared. Okay? So, tinapat ko siya doon kasi para sila ng exponent. Next, negative 4x, so magiging plus 4x, magiging positive 4x. Next, we have positive 3, so magiging negative 3. Then, proceed to addition. After mag-change ng sign, ng second function, proceed tayo ng addition. Mapapalitan yung ating operation ng addition. Then, add 3x squared plus negative 3x squared, so magiging positive 3x squared. Negative 4x plus positive 4x, that is equal to 0. So, pwede na natin cancel yan. Then, negative 2 plus negative 3, that is equal to negative 5. Negative 5. So, our g minus f of x, that is equal to 3x squared minus 5. Yun na yan. Okay, next. Next one is yung multiplication. Okay, so sa multiplication, ayan, dito tayo nag-add ng exponent. Okay, pagka sinabi natin multiplication, dito tayo nag-add ng exponent. Ayusin ko lang. Okay, so we have f times g of x. So we have f, this one. So f times g of x. First function f, so we have a quantity of 2x squared plus 2x minus 5. Kabila, we have g yung susunod, this one yung g natin, negative 2x plus 3. Okay, so multiply na natin siya. Okay, so 2x squared times, sabi ko nga sa inyo, ito ay distribution lang. Okay, ang ginagawa lang natin dito is distribution lang. So, first term muna tayo kay 2x. So, distribute natin siya doon sa kabila. So, 2x squared times negative 2x. So, 2 times negative 2, that is equal to negative 4x cubed. Okay, pinag-add yung kanila mga exponent. Ito po ay 2. Ang sa kabila ay may 1. So, 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. Okay, since ito po ay distribution, so, multiply din natin siya doon kay 3. So, 2x squared plus, times 3. Sorry. So, that is equal to plus 6x squared. Next, second term na tayo. Okay, so second term tayo, we have 2x. Okay, so si 2x, distribute din natin siya. Katulad ng ginawa natin kay 2x squared kanina. So, doon din sa dalawa. Okay, so magiging 2x squared times negative 2x. So, that is equal to negative 4x squared. So, negative 4x squared. Okay, so dito ko siya tinapat kasi same sila ng exponent. Kasi mamaya mag-addition tayo after natin mag-multiply. Okay, next. 2x times 3, so that is equal to plus 6x. Next. So, syempre, yung last, natin, value, we have negative 5. O, siya din, baka magtampo. Distribute din natin siya dun sa kabila. Okay, so magiging negative 5 times negative 2x. So, para sa negative, pag pinag-multiply, it will become positive. So, negative 5 times negative 2x, that is equal to positive 10x. Ito na pala yung positive. Okay, that is equal to 10x. So, again, nung ko ulit siya tinapat kasi ano? Okay, ano nga yun? Kasi, ayan, parehas sila ng variable at saka ng exponent, which is 1. Then, last one, negative 5 times 3, so that is equal to negative 15. Then, add. Okay, so add, pagka walang maa-add dyan, bring down. So, we have negative 4x cubed. Di pala kita. Okay, negative 4x cubed, then 6x squared plus negative 4x squared, so that is equal to plus 2x squared. Then 6x plus 10x, so that is equal to 16x. Then bring down negative 15. Okay, next. Ayan yung answer natin kay f times g of x. Next one, we have the division. Okay, so sa division, ito lang ginagawa dyan. So sabi ko nga sa inyo, ang goal lang natin kay division is makahanap ng ating mga values na pwede pang makancel out. Okay, so we have this one, f over g of x. So sa taas si f. Okay, so we have f over g of x. Okay, so we have function of f sa numerator. Ano yung value ng function of f natin? We have x plus 3. Over function ni g, we have x squared minus 2x minus 15. Okay, so ito po ay may squared, so pwede pa yan ma-factors. So we have x plus 3 over, okay, factors na ito, so that is equal to, ano factors yan? Okay, so we have factors na is x plus 3 at saka x minus 5. Okay, so mamaya papakita ko sa inyo kung paano nag-factors. Meron ako nun. Pero wag muna dito. Okay, so kasi nga, ang goal natin dito kay division is makahanap lang ating pwede makancel. So as you can see, parehas yung numerator natin at saka sa denominator na x plus 3. So pwede natin siya i-cancel. Tandaan niyo kapag nagka-cancel tayo, magkakaroon yan ng 1. Okay, so our final answer will be 1 over x minus 5. O, yun na yun. Yan lang yun. Next. Hirap na madaliin na ito. Next one, we have, okay. Given the function, ano gagawin dyan? Composition. Okay, so nauna si f bago si g. Okay, so ibig sabihin, sa pag-composite natin, yung values ng x natin doon sa ating function ni f, papalitan natin ng g. Okay, tandaan niyo kung sino yung unang function, siya yung magiging base. Okay, so we have f composite of g of x. Function ni f na una, we have 2x minus 3. Okay, yung nagko-composite sa kanya is yung g. So, ibig sabihin yung x natin na yung papalitan natin ng value ng ating g. So, magiging 2. Yung x natin, papalitan ng g of x. Ano yung g of x natin? X minus 3. X minus 3. Then, siyempre, baka magtampo yung negative minus 3. So, lagay natin minus 3. Okay, distribute. 2 times x, so that is equal to 2x. 2 times negative 3, that is equal to negative 6. Then, bring down negative 3. Simplify. 2x, negative 6 minus 3, so that is equal to negative 9. So, yan na yan, answer. Okay, next. Another one. Okay, so ayan, sa another one natin, so si G, yung nauna. Okay, so ibig sabihin na magiging base natin is si G. Okay, so kung sino na unang letter siya yung magiging base. Ano yung value ng G natin? So we have G, composite of f of x. Yung G natin ay, ayan, 4x minus 2. Okay, so again, nagko-composite tayo. So yung x natin, papalitan natin ng f. Okay, so copy mo muna yung 4. Tapos yung x natin, papalitan ng f. Ano yung f natin? So this one. So we have 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. Okay, then baka magtampo ulit yung naiwan, so we have minus 2. Okay, so this one, distribute mo lang yan. So magiging 4 times 2x squared, so that is equal to 8x squared. 4 times 3x, so that is equal to 4, 8, 12 plus 12x. Then 4 times negative 2, so that is equal to negative 8. Oh, yung nagtampo, ibaba mo, minus 2. Then simplify. So we have 8x squared plus 12x. Negative 8 minus 2, so that is equal to negative 10. So ayan na yung answer. Okay, next. Ito yung sasabi ko sa inyong di ko muna in-elaborate yung sa may factoring kasi meron ako none. Okay, so next natin, wait lang, ang hirap magpalit ng ng marker. Okay, next, get the factors of the following. So x squared plus 6x plus 3. So paano ba nagpa-factors na? So we have x squared plus 6x plus 3. Plus 9. Okay, plus 9. Okay, so pag nag-factors, lagay ka lang na open and close parenthesis, dalawa. Okay, factors ni x squared. Okay, tandaan na si x squared, lagi ang factors niyan ay x at saka x, syempre. Next, we have factors ni 9. Okay, factors ni 9 doon sa magkabilang area naman. Okay, tandaan niyo kapag ka nagpa-factors, yung factors ng 9, ano ba yung mga factors ng 9? So, we have 9. Pwede siyang 3 times 3. Pwede rin siyang negative 3 times negative 3. Diba? Para 3 times 3 yung 9. Negative 3 times negative 3 9. Pero dapat, yung factors natin, pag pinag-add natin, ang kakalabasan is yung nasa gitna. Okay? So, dapat ang lalabas is yung positive 6. Ang kakalabasan, pag pinag-add natin yung mga factors natin. Pag pinag-add yung mga factors. Okay? So, ano ba yung pag-add dyan? Ang lalabas is positive 6. So, 3 plus 3, that is equal to 6. So, ayun agad yun. Dalawang positive na 3. Kasi pagka ito, negative 3 plus negative 3, that is equal to negative 6. So, hindi niya masasatisfy yun. So, ang kukunin natin is yung dalawang positive 3. So, magiging x, yung factors ni 9, that is equal to positive 3 at saka positive 3. Yun lang yun. So, yung factors natin dito sa given natin is the quantity of x plus 3 times the quantity of x plus 3. Okay, ganun lang yun. Next. Another factors. Pwede nyo i-post-post to para matry ninyo ng kayo. Okay, so another factors, we have x squared. Okay, so we have x squared minus 19x plus 84. So again, x squared minus 19x plus 84. Okay, so ano ba yung factors ng 84? Okay, pwede siyang 7 and 12. Okay naman, negative 7 and negative 12. Okay, so try natin. Open, close parenthesis. Factors ng x, magkabilang dulo, we have x and x. Next, factors ni 9, magkabilang dulo ulit. So, factors ni 84 pala, magkabilang dulo. Ano yung factors natin? We have 7 and 12. Pero dapat, pag pinag-add, ay lalabas is si negative 19. Okay? Pinag-add dito sa factors natin. So, 7 plus 12, that is equal to positive 19. Negative yung kailangan natin. So, hindi pwede yung 7 and 12. Next, negative 7 plus negative 12, that is equal to negative 19. Nasatisfy niya yung gitna. So, ibig sabihin yung kukunin natin factors is nasa baba. Yung parehas negative. So, yung factors ng 84 na gagamitin natin ay negative 7 at saka negative 12. Okay, so, ibig sabihin yung factors na given natin is this one. X minus 7 at saka x minus 12. Okay, next. Describe and give an example of the following. So, we have a rational expression. Tandaan lang, pag sinabing rational expression, that is a combination of two polynomials, numerator and denominator. So, dapat polynomials si numerator, polynomials din si denominator. Pag sinabi natin polynomials, hindi siya pwedeng mag-negative exponent. Bawal mayroong radical na variable. Bawal yung may fraction na exponent. Bawal din yung may decimal na exponent. Yun yung ating rational expression. Pag sinabi namang rational equation, combination siya ng ating rational expression na dapat meron siyang equal sign. Okay? Next, pag sinabi naman rational inequality, syempre, parang katulad din siya kay rational equation, which is, combination siya ni rational expression na meron, ang ginagamit naman natin is rational inequality. Then last one, we have the rational function. Yung rational function natin, rational expression pa rin siya, pero, ang ginagamit natin dito ay function. Okay? Next, let's proceed with the rational equation. Okay? Rational equation, pagka single term to single term, pagka sinabi natin single term to single term, isang rational expression sa kaliwa, isang rational expression sa kanan, ang ginagawa lang dyan is simply cross multiply. Okay? Cross multiply lang. Tandaan nyo yan, cross multiply lang. So, magiging 2 over x plus 9, copy ko lang, is equal to, kabila, we have 3 over x plus 2. Okay? So, sabi ko nga, di ba, cross multiply lang. Cross multiply lang. Tandaan nyo yan. 2 times, magiging 2 times x plus 2 equal, kabila naman. So, magiging x plus 9 times 3. Okay? So, distribute. So, 2 times x, so that is equal to 2x. Then, 2 times 2, that is equal to positive 4. Kabila naman. X times 3, that is equal to 3x. Then, 9 times 3, that is equal to 27. Okay, so since nga, pinapahanap sa atin yung value na x, so lahat ng may x, lipat natin left side, lahat ng walang x, nasa right side. So, magiging 2x, remain siya dyan. Yung 3x transpose, magiging negative 3x. Equal 4, transpose dun sa kabila, so magiging negative 4, tapos bring down si plus 27. Okay, lipat ka lang dito sa kabila. So, magiging 2x minus 3x, that is equal to negative x, is equal, kabila, negative 4 plus 27, that is equal to 23. Then, divide both side by negative 1. Okay, para matanggal yung negative doon kay x. So, cancel yung negative, so we have x is equal to negative 23. Ayan na yun. Yan lang yun. Tandaan nyo lang kay rational equation, pagka single term to single term lang, we just simply cross multiply. Okay, meron ako dito. Kaya na mag-solve niya na. Cross multiply lang. Ganun lang yan. Ganyan. Another one. This one. Cross multiply lang. Ganun lang siya. Okay? Kaya na mag-solve niyan. Tapos, send nyo sa akin yung answer. Sige, sabihin ko pa tayo answer para may guide kayo. Yung sa una, ito. Yung dito, ang answer na ito ay negative 27 over 8. Okay? Dapat mapalabas nyo na, ang lalabas niya is negative 27 over 8. Pag napalabas mo yun, magaling ka na, pa-perfect mo na yung exam. Next, dito naman sa kabila, we have x minus 3 over 2x plus 5 is equal to 2 over 5. Ang answer dito is x is equal to 25. Pag napalabas mo yung x is equal to 25, ayan, pa-perfect mo na ulit yung exam. Next, proceed tayo dito. Find the critical values, inequality. Okay, pag sinabing critical values, ang pinapahanap lang dyan is yung mga values ni x. Okay, values lang ni x. So, ibig sabihin, solve lang natin yung value ni x. Okay, hindi lahat. Okay, values lang ni x. Huwag ka makulit. Okay, so first, we have the critical values of x. So, we have x squared minus 3x minus 10 over x plus 3. Okay, so kapag ganun po, mayroon tayo squared sa taas. So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan is factors lang natin sila. Okay, so factors, ano yung factors nun? So, paano nga ulit nag-factors? Factors nung ating x squared. Ano yung factors x squared? We have x and x. Next, factors na negative 10 na kapag pinag-add is negative 3. Negative 10. So, since negative yan, tandaan nyo yung isa dyan, positive, isa negative. So, pwedeng negative 5 at saka positive 2. Testing mo na agad yun. Negative 5 times 2, that is equal to negative 10. Negative 5 plus 2, that is equal to negative 3. So, ibig sabihin, ayun yung factors natin. Negative 5 at saka positive 2. over, ano yung denominator natin, x plus 3. Okay? So, less than 0. Okay? So, again, pag ang tinatanong lang ay critical values, so, kunin nyo lang yung mga values ng x. Kunin mo lang yung mga zeros ng ating mga factors. Kunin mo yung zeros na ito, at zeros ng denominator. So, magiging x minus 5 is equal to 0. Kabila naman, x plus 2 equal to 0. Yung last naman, yung sa denominator, we have x plus 3 equal to 0. So, we have negative 5 transpose sa kabila, so magiging x is equal to positive 5. Positive 2 transpose sa kabila, so we have x is equal to negative 2. Si 3 transpose sa kabila, so we have x is equal to negative 3. Okay, so yan yung mga values ng x. So, yung zeros, therefore, yung values ng ating x, yung mga zeros is 5, negative 2, at saka negative 3. Yun lang yun. Yun lang yung answer dyan. Next. Find the critical values. 3x over x plus 3 greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so again, pagka inequality siya, tandaan ninyo, dapat 0 na yung nasa left side, right side. So, ibig sabihin si 1 dyan, transpose natin siya sa left side, sorry. So, we have 3x over x plus 3. Yung positive 1 transpose sa magiging negative 1. Greater than or equal to 0. So, get the LCD. Ang LCD niyan ay x plus 3. Okay? So, paano kinuha yung x plus 3? Okay. Kunin mo lang yung denominator. Diba, denominator na ito ay 1. Okay? Yung kanyang denominator kabila, x plus 3, times mo siya doon kay 1, so that is equal to x plus 3 pa rin. So, yun yung ating LCD. X plus 3 divided by x plus 3, parehas. So, magiging cancel mo na yan lang yan. That is equal to 1. Then, multiply sa numerator. So, that is equal to 3x. So, 1 times 3x, so that is also equal to 3x. Next, minus x plus 3 divided by 1, that is equal to x plus 3. Times 1, so that is also equal to x plus 3. Greater than or equal to 0. Okay? So, distribute mo muna yung negative sign. So, we have 3x. Negative times x, so that is equal to negative x. Then, negative times 3, that is equal to negative 3. Over is 1. X plus 3. Greater than or equal to 0. One rational expression na siya. Okay, 3x minus x, that is equal to, ipat ka lang dito. 3x minus x, that is equal to 2x minus 3 over x plus 3. Greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so critical values lang yung pinapakompute. So, ibig sabihin, pag ganyan na yan, one rational expression na siya at saka nakasimplify na siya. So, kunin na natin yung zeros ng numerator at saka denominator. So, magiging 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Kabila, x plus 3 is equal to 0. Transpose yung negative 3. So, we have 2x is equal to negative 3 magiging positive 3. Then, divide both sides by 2 para mawala yung 2 doon kay x. So, magiging x is equal to 3 over 2. Ayan yung values mo ng x. Kabila, si 3 transpose, so we have x is equal to negative 3. Ayan na yan. Okay, next. Ito ang dami. Okay, solve for rational inequality. Ito yung given. Pinapasolve, critical values, number line, interval notation, at saka inequality symbol. Okay, so rational inequality. Kailangan ko ng medyo maluwag-luwag na space. Okay, so rational inequality. Huwag nang sulat sa title. Basta rational inequality yan. Given x plus 15 over x minus 5. Less than or equal to 0. Okay, so first, critical values muna. Pag critical values, kunin lang yung zeros ng numerator and denominator. Numerator mo, we have x plus 15 equal to 0. Kabila, denominator, x minus 5 equal to 0. Transpose si 15, so we have x is equal to negative 15. Ito yung isang mong value na x. Kabila, transpose sa negative 5, so we have x is equal to positive 5. Okay? Next, checking. Okay, si checking, ginagawa natin siya para malaman natin kung part ba ng solution yung value na x or hindi. So, we have negative 15. Substitute lang natin siya doon sa ating given. So, magiging negative 15 plus 15 over negative 15 minus 5. Less than or equal to 0. Okay, less than yan. Less than or equal to 0. Negative 15 plus 15, that is equal to 0 over negative 15 minus 5, that is equal to negative 20. Less than or equal to 0. 0 divided by negative 20, that is equal to 0, less than or equal to 0. Okay, so ibig sabihin, sorry, hindi pala kita. Ibig sabihin na satisfy niya yung ating given. So, ibig sabihin yung x is equal to negative 15 natin, part siya ng solution. Lagyan ko lang siya ng shaded circle dito sa katabi ng x. Next, yung kabila, x is equal to 5. So, ganun lang ulit. Checking ulit. Substitute ko lang yung given there. So, we have x is 5. Palitan yung x down. So, we have 5 plus 15 over 5 minus 5. Less than or equal to 0. 5 plus 15, that is equal to 20 over 5 minus 5, that is equal to 0. Less than or equal to 0. 20 divided by 0, it will become undefined. Less than or equal to 0. So, since nag-undefined yan, ibig sabihin yung 5 natin doon is hindi siya part ng solution. So, kung hindi siya part ng solution sa number line, naka-open circle siya. Okay, so, ibig sabihin yan yung ating critical value. Okay, next one is yung number line. Okay na yung critical values natin, negative 15 at saka positive 5. Next natin is yung number line. Okay, so sa number line, yung mga values ng x, lagay mo lang siya doon sa may number line. Okay, so dito na lang. Okay, so for example, ito yung mas pinakamababa, negative 15. Negative 15. Tapos, si 5 natin, lagay natin dito 5. Sabihin natin dito yung 0. Nilagay ko lang yung 0 pero okay na kahit yun ilagay. So, sa negative 15 natin, kanina, part siya ng solution kaya shaded siya. Okay. Then, next one, yung 5 natin, unshaded. Okay, now, saan natin ilalagay yung mga lines natin? Okay. So, kuha lang tayo ng test value from negative 15 papunta ng kaliwa. Tapos, in between ng negative 15 at saka ng 5. Tapos, from 5 papunta ng kanan. Okay, so for example, doon sa may negative 15 ko, ang kinuha ko doon ay negative 16. Dito, negative 15 at saka 5. Kunin ko na tong si 0. Tapos, 5 papunta doon sa kanan. Kunyari, kinuha ko 10. Okay, yan yung mga test values ko. Ang tawag dyan ay mga test value. Okay, yung mga test value po, pwede tayong gumamit ng box method or kaya naman nung checking lang. Okay, so kapag checking, ano lang ulit, yung parang ginawa natin dito sa checking na to. Okay, doon sa values ng mga x doon, papalitan mo lang doon negative 16, 0, at saka 10. O, yun na lang gawin ko. X is equal to, una nating value, negative 16. Tapos yung sa gitna, x is equal to 0. Tapos yung sa right side, we have x is equal to 10. Again, yung test values na yan, kayo magde-decide kung ano yung gusto nyong test value. But make sure, ando siya sa part ng mga area na hinahanapan natin. Kung gagawin ba natin sila ng lines or hindi. Okay? So again po, yung mga test value na yan, substitute lang natin yan dito sa ating given. Okay? So magiging yung x plus 15 natin doon. So magiging negative 16 plus 15 over negative 16 minus 5. Less than or equal to 0. So, negative 16 plus 15, that is equal to negative 1 over negative 16 minus 5, that is equal to negative 20. Less than or equal to 0. Parehas negative, so magiging positive 1 over 20. Less than or equal to 0. Nasatisfy nyo ba yung inequality? So, syempre hindi. Mas mataas yung 1 over 20 natin kaysa kay 0. So, ibig sabihin, si 16, negative 16, hindi siya part ng solution. So, wala tayong ilalagay na line dyan. Okay? Next, x is equal to 0. Ganun ulit, same process, substitute natin siya dun sa ating given. Okay, x is equal to 0. So, magiging 0 plus 15 over 0 minus 5. Less than or equal to 0. 0 plus 15, that is equal to 15. Over 0 minus 5, that is equal to negative 5. Less than or equal to 0. 15 divided by negative 5, so that is equal to negative 3. Less than or equal to 0. Oh, so, nasatisfy niya ba? Yes po. Okay, so kung nasatisfy niya, so ibig sabihin the statement is true. So, kung true siya, maglalagay tayo ng line dun kay 0. Sa area ni 0, kung saan siya nasatisfy. So, from negative 15, papunta dun kay 5, part siya ng solution. Okay? Next, x is equal to 10. So, ganun ulit, substitute dun sa given. So, magiging 10 plus 15 over 10 minus 5. Less than or equal to 0. 10 plus 15, that is equal to 25 over 10 minus 5, that is equal to 5. Less than or equal to 0. 25 divided by 5, that is equal to 5. Less than or equal to 0. So, hindi niya na-satisfy yung inequality symbol. So, ibig sabihin, hindi tayo maglalagay ng line from 5 papunta dun sa right side. Okay, so, ayan na yung ating number line. Okay, number line. Next one, interval notation at saka inequality symbol. So, using yung number line natin, makukuha na natin yung interval notation at saka inequality symbol. So, yung IN natin dyan, okay, so, saan ba nag-start yung line? So, galing kaliwa, papunta ng kanan yung basa lagi. Saan nag-start yung line? Sa negative 15. Okay, si negative 15, shaded siya, kaya ang ginagamit natin dyan ay bracket. So, we have negative 15, bracket, negative 15. Pagka shaded, ibig sabihin part siya ng solution. Pagka not shaded, ibig sabihin hindi siya part ng solution. Pagka not shaded, ang ginagamit natin dyan ay parentheses. Okay, kapag not shaded, ang ginagamit natin dyan ay mga open and close parentheses. Kapag naman shaded siya, ang ginagamit natin dyan ay bracket. Okay, kapag naman mga infinity, positive man, or negative infinity, ang ginagamit din natin dyan ay open and close parentheses. Okay, next. So, shaded, negative 15, kaya bracket yung ginamit. Papunta dun sa 5 natin, unshaded. So, 5, unshaded siya, so, close parenthesis ang gagamitin. Next, IS. Okay, yung IS natin, inequality symbol. Okay. Ayan, so, yung inequality symbol natin dito sa ating given, so, all we need to do is to have the values of x. Asan ba yung mga values ng x natin? Andito siya sa area na to. Lahat yan values ng x. Itong mga area na to. X yan lahat. Parte yan ni value ng x. Lahat ng points na nandyan. Okay? Sino ba yung mga values ng x? So, yung values ng x daw natin, pwede siyang mag-equal kay negative 15 kasi nga part siya ng solution. Pero, ano pa yung ibang value ng x natin? Mataas ba o mas mababa? So, habang papunta siya ng kanan, so pataas na ng pataas. So, we can say, x is greater than or equal to negative 15. Pero, kanina siya natapos, hanggang doon kay 5. Okay? Si 5, hanggang kay 5. Si 5, hindi na siya part ng solution. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung values ng x, pwede lang siya maging 4, 3, 2, 1. So, mas mataas si 5 kaysa kay value ng x. So, we can say that x is less than to 5. Okay? Less than to 5. So, ayan yung inequality natin. X is greater than or equal to negative 15, but x is less than to 5. So, ganun siya binabasa. Okay? So, ayan na yung ating IN and IS. So, natapos na natin tong solving of rational inequality. So, next one, this will be the last one. Solving for rational function. Okay? So, si rational function tayo. Ayan. So, sa rational function, 6 yung hinahanap doon. Okay. Solving rational function. So, hinahanap natin domain, range, vertical asymptote, horizontal or oblique asymptote, x and y intercept. So, give it a function. Ito yung given natin. F of x is equal to 3x plus 3 over x minus 3. Okay. So, yan yung ating given. So, first we have the domain. So, si domain ay yung pinakamadali sa lahat. So, bawal na ma-zero pagka domain. Kasi, yung domain natin, all you need to do is to get the denominator equal to 0. x minus 3, ito yung denominator natin, equate daw natin siya to 0. So, yung x minus 3 natin, transpose natin si negative 3, so we have x is equal to positive 3. Okay, yung nasolve mo dyan, na value ng x dyan, ayan na yung ating vertical asymptote. That will be our vertical asymptote. So, now, ano yung domain natin? So, yung domain natin, set of all real numbers siya. So, x, just that x, elements of all real numbers, where yung x natin not equal to 3. Okay? Yung value ng vertical asymptote, siya yung hindi value ng ating value ng x. That's why, ayan, ito yung ating magiging domain. Meron na tayo agad dalawa. Okay? Meron na tayong dalawa. Meron na tayong domain. Ito yung domain natin. Meron na tayong vertical asymptote. 2 points agad yun. Kinompute mo na si domain, 2 points agad. Okay? Next, we have the range. Okay? So, si range, kinukuha natin yung ating inverse function. So, dito ako mag-solve. Okay, so si range, ang kinukuha dyan ay inverse function. Okay, so si inverse function, yung first step doon, yung f of x pata mo ng y. So, magiging y is equal to 3x plus 3 over x minus 3. Okay? Then, next step natin, interchange the values of x and y. So, si x magiging y, si y magiging x. So, ito y, magiging x yan, equal. Kabila, yung x natin magiging y. So, magiging 3y plus 3 over y minus 3. Okay? Then, cross multiply. Tandaan nyo, si x meron niyang denominator na 1. So, over x over 1. So, cross multiply. So, yung x natin, ita-times natin siya kay y minus 3. So, we have x times y minus 3 is equal to yung 1 times natin doon sa kabila. So, magiging 1 times 3y plus 3. Distribute. X times y, xy. X times negative 3, negative 3x. Equal, kabila. 1 times 3y, 3y. 1 times 3, positive 3. Next. Lahat ng may y left side, lahat ng walang y right side kasi we are solving for the value of y. So, magiging xy, si 3y transpose magiging negative 3y equal 3x transpose, negative 3x transpose. So, negative siya magiging positive 3x plus 3. Okay? Isolate the values of y, factors natin siya. Labas mo lang yung y. Ano yung factors niya? Takpan mo itong y, sino natira doon? We have x. Dito, takpan mo yung y, sino natira doon? We have negative 3. Equal, kabila. We have 3x plus 3. Okay, para matanggal yung x minus 3 doon, kasi ang kailangan nga natin is y lang. So, divide both side by x minus 3. So, cancel mo na to. So, we have y is equal to this one. We have 3x plus 3 over x minus 3. So, this will be our inverse function. So, yung y natin, palitan na natin siya ng symbol ng inverse function, f of x raised to negative 1. So, that will be our inverse function. Ayan. So, sa pag-solve ng ating range, kunin lang natin yung ating mga, yung kanyang denominator ng inverse natin. So, to compute the range, kunin daw yung denominator ng ating inverse. So, magiging x minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay? Transpose C, negative 3, so we have x is equal to positive 3. Okay, so again, katulad siya kay domain, kung ano yung nasolve dun sa values ng x, yun yung hindi kasama kay range. So, our range is as y, just that y, di ba? Kanina sabi natin, si domain representing x values, si range representing y values. Elements of all real numbers, where yung y natin, kanina siya not equal, dun sa na-compute natin, which is y is not equal to 3. So, this will be our range. Okay. Next. Next one, we have the horizontal asymptote. Okay, horizontal asymptote. Okay, so horizontal asymptote, nilaktawan ko si vertical asymptote kasi ayun na nga yung vertical natin x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. Ayun yung vertical natin. Yung next natin is yung ating horizontal asymptote. So, si horizontal asymptote, tignan nyo lang yung mga degrees natin doon sa ating given. Okay, yung highest degree ng ating numerator, 3x plus 3. Tignan yung variable, ano ba yung exponent niyan? 1. Sa denominator, x minus 3, that is also equal to 1. So, nasatisfy niya na yung degrees ng ating numerator is also equal to the degrees of our denominator. So, kapag ganun, equal yung mga exponent nila, ang kinukuha lang natin is ang kanilang mga numerical coefficient. Ito, ang numerical coefficient ng numerator natin is 3. Sa denominator naman, meron yan dyang 1. Okay, so ayan yung ating mga values ng ating horizontal asymptote. So we have y is equal to, numerator is 3, ang denominator natin ay 1. Okay, so 3 divided by 1, so y is equal to 3. So ito na yung ating horizontal asymptote. Okay, next, last one yung ating x and y intercept. So kapag x-intercept yung kinocompute, we let y is equal to 0. Okay? So, ang ginagawa lang dyan, kunin nyo yung numerator, equate mo siya kay 0. Okay? Kunin the zeros of our numerator. So, yung numerator natin ay 3x plus 3. Equate lang daw siya kay 0. Solve for the values of x. So, si 3 transpose, so magiging 3x is equal to negative 3. Para matanggal yung 3 dun kay x, so divide both side by 3. Cancel. So we have x is equal to negative 3 divided by 3, so that is equal to negative 1. Okay, yan yung values ng x. Pero ang final answer natin, ano yung values ng x natin? X-intercept ay negative 1. Tapos yung y natin dyan, yung nilet natin, y is equal to 0. So this will be the answer for our x-intercept. Okay. Then, last one, yung sa y-intercept naman natin. Singit ko na lang dito Sorry na ako magulo. Okay, so, sa y-intercept natin, pag y-intercept yung kinocompute, we let x is equal to 0 naman. Okay, sa x-intercept naman, tandaan ninyo, ang kinukuha lang doon is yung ating constant. Pagka may variable yan, x na yan, epal na yan, hindi yan kasali. Ito rin, x dot. Sino yung mga natira? Y is equal to, ano yung constant natin? Pag sinabing constant, number lang. Okay? So, sa numerator, we have 3. Okay? Sa denominator natin, we have this one, negative 3. Okay? So, we have y. 3 divided by negative 3, it will become negative 1. So, yung ating final answer, ordered pairs, then, yung x natin ay 0. Yung y natin yung kinompute natin, which is negative 1. Okay, so yan yung ating y-intercept. Okay, so yan yung buong process ng ating rational function. Ayan. So, ayan po. Good luck sa exam bukas. Bye guys.